So just to get you in the mood for the 1940s. I went to this village back in June and I met Anne Curry and I told her all about the Evergreens and I said I could do a lovely presentation for them. So she said, oh, that would be good. So I then asked her, I emailed her when I got home and I said I asked her for a message, if she could send us a message. Send my greetings to the Evergreens social group, AUKD Dorchester. You are about to see a presentation of Memory Lane Heritage Village. Proudly, and this makes me embarrassed, and undoubtedly beautifully arranged by my friend Margaret Wellspring. Our village is owned and operated by the Lake Charlotte and Area Heritage Society and is located in Lake Charlotte, which is in the heart of the Eastern Shore. That's the Eastern Shore of Nova Scotia. The village preserves the decade from July 1940 to July 1950. And is the brainchild of the local impresario Weber Ford and his dad before him. With the help of many, many volunteers and very little cash, this village was born using the buildings from the eastern shore of Nova Scotia. The society has rescued them from the wrecking ball. It's my very great pleasure and privilege to be part of this living history museum, and I hope that someday you will be able to come and visit. How about that then? And see for yourself what a treasure our village really is. And now, but for now, enjoy your virtual village. And here we have Anne in the store. Now, I'm not going to do all the talking here. I'm going to point out a few things, and maybe you can join in, okay? So, we have the old cash register here. We've got the brown paper here. The old telephone. Black cat on the shelves then. And what can we see here? Come on, that's it. Somebody help me out here. Right. We've got some good old overalls here, haven't we? Yeah, or as they call them over there, coveralls. We've got some lovely hats down the bottom there, haven't we? And we've got some tins there with labels on. I reckon they came out of Arkwright's store. Have you seen that? The schoolhouse. So, ring the bell at the schoolhouse. And that was relocated, that's circa 1950, relocated from Little Harbour, which was just down the road. And of course it's a one-room schoolhouse. And they're all made of shingle, cedar shingle, you see. The buildings are. They're all wooden buildings. Of course they, in those days, and even now, all the buildings in Canada are mostly wood because that's what they've got at hand. I remember blue black ink, Waterman's blue black ink. And there are an array of books there we've got on how Canada grew up. So, I mean, it was all basically the same things that we had, but it was all, you know, with a Canadian bent. 5 times into your notebook. The fluffy cat, white cat, ran across the yellow ribbon. So they have, and did anyone sit in the corner then? Yeah, there's the naughty chair. Yeah. Right, there's the naughty chair. United Church. Circa 1897. As you see, this is all wooden-clad buildings. And it was relocated from Clam Harbour. Here's what we got in the garden here. Lettuces, that's right, lettuces. Yeah, rhubarb there.
Raspberries or red currants?
Yeah, raspberry currants there. The food that they've got a cookhouse there, and everything from the garden is actually used in the cookhouse. Turning the hay. That's right. Well, it's a hay rake. Again, it's a horse-drawn one because it's got a seat on there. The man used to sit on there with the horses in the front. Yeah. Go into the Weber house now. Do you see somebody's been busy there with the washing? Yeah. Got long johns out there. Again, this is 1900, this one, and we relocated from Oyster Pond. So we're going to go in the kitchen now. Welcome to the kitchen. There's a good old enamel sink, isn't it? And the old enamel bowl. What else can we see there? Well, what's this hanging up here then? Socks. That's right. Well, yeah, and I should imagine that they, out in Nova Scotia, they need some good thick socks because it gets, as I say, it gets very cold because they have snow from about the end of October to April. That's a long time. So they really make the most of the summer. People in Canada make the most of the summer because it's so short. There we are. I think this is a difference between Canada and Britain. The fact that they've got the old wringer there, but also they've got a great big refrigerator, haven't they? Which we didn't have. To say one of our old Rayburns, isn't it? And all the pots and pans at the top there, and I reckon that's a pressure cooker, and there's some more socks hanging up there. Now, what's this great big thing on the side here? This brown thing with springs on. What do you reckon that is then? I reckon the gentleman's got it right. First time, yes, I do. Isn't it? I can sit down there. And you can actually, when you go in there, it's not like these museums where you just look. You can actually sit down if you want to and put your feet up. The machine? Yeah, that's right, the old treadle machine. Yeah, who had a treadle machine like that then? Anybody? Yeah, there's one. Anybody else had a treadle machine like that? And there we are. Now, easy side, right? Yes, I know that. Yes. So what's on the dressing table and what's under it? That's it. So we've got Bluey's own, that's right. And there's a little telephone. Yeah. Yeah. Discovered in Nova Scotia in 1869, and this was 1930, and it was relocated there from Lower Lakeville. What's going on in there? Somebody's in there sawing. Morning. And we've got all sorts of things hanging up. And that's the sort of boat that they would have made, the fishing boats there. It's a real nice authentic picture, isn't it, with all the buildings and the house in the background. In the old, I think it's a 1935 Chevrolet. Good. Yeah. So finally though, Anne has got a little bit to say to you. It's my very great pleasure to share our museum with you, and hope that someday some of you will be able to visit and see for yourselves what a treasure our village really is. I mean, being there is so much different than what I can actually show you. Yeah, and as I say to our departing visitors, safe travels and come back and see us again. It went very well. I got some very good reaction from everyone, and I think they enjoyed it, and I think it took them back to the 1940s.
Every time I come here, there's always something new again, and this today has been really nice because some of the pictures I went back to my young days when I was courting my wife, pumps just like that, and when we get together, just to be together, yeah. I would volunteer my services to my father.
Well, I was quite intrigued to see the church actually.
Oh yeah.
That was because I've been over to Chesapeake Bay, which is just about down the coast a little way, or up the coast, I don't know. And the churches there were just like that.
My favourite part of the talk, I think probably in the house, on all the household things, I think that everybody recognised, and I think that it was typical of 1940s houses anywhere, really.
Does it makes you really think when you go back and and see things like this.
That's right.